last time on this old outboard.
So I've had my eye on this Johnson 40. Just did a compression test. $150, even Steven. Alright, so I just tested out the trim. Seems to be working, but there's a leak right here. And I think that happened right there. Come on, phone. I think that happened yesterday when it fell. Might have a little crack there. And it's squirting out when I hit the power. So I'm going to try to solder it up. See if I can do that. And can't do it holding this phone. See if we're hot. Yeah, we're getting hot, baby. Hee hee hee. All right. So I think I got it. It was just a little tiny pinhole. Let's give it a shot and see if it's going to squirt. Hey. It didn't squirt, but I thought I saw something happening. Let's see. No, it did not squirt, so it looks like I got it. Let me unplug this thing. Burn my fingers off. And I've got to get it off of this. It's resting on this thing. I've got to move this thing so I can get this thing down. All right, so I had to disconnect the latch because this thing was stuck. I had to pull the nut bolt out of the latch here, similar to this side here, but on this side, so I could push this thing down. My solder still leaking just a tiny bit, but it's leaked so much fluid that it's not moving. But I actually did get it to go brrr and lift up a little bit, but try to go back down, brrr, couldn't get it to move. So I just pushed it back down for now. Anyway, we're gonna try to get this thing in my van. We got a couple of the maintenance guys coming over. Try to get this thing home and on a stand. Oh, cool. Here comes the cavalry, baby. I got the boat jacked around like this because I'm going to swap my prop back out. Hopefully I don't drop anything in the water doing it. And damn wind is, it's off and on. It's 1 minute it's howling, next minute it's not. And I'm gonna run this puppy, do a little bit of fishing. God, it's been so long since I've went fishing. So let me get this done, loaded up, and get on out of here for a little while. Might be good, man. We got this cold front coming in, and the barometric pressure starts jumping around, and the fish start feeding. So who knows? So I got it swapped. This one says 9.2 by 12, and that one is a 9 by 10, but this one is much faster. I don't know why I expected this one to be quicker, or long run faster because of 2 more inches of pitch, but it just wasn't. Got my old prop back on, we'll see what she does. Let's go over here and take a run through the water first. different than the other prop. What the heck is going on? Is it my, I mean, I got a full boat, full gear, but is it my trim setting? I screw around with that at some point? Don't remember. Strange. I don't know. I mean, it's still quick, but not as fast as it was. I'll have to screw around with that and see if I changed it one day or something. Let's go up here and try a spot up here. Fish around here in a little bit, see what happens. Still quick, but something seems to be missing. Well, I caught one crappy little bass. Threw him back. So I'm gonna get out of here. I think what was happening, I just went up a notch on my trim pin, and this thing is squirrely ass fast. So somewhere along the line, I put that damn thing down a notch. So I don't know, and it's real loose. I need to tighten up on the steering there. But I'll show you what I mean here. That's fast in a jumbo. But I was losing a couple miles per hour. Now I'm going to try putting that other prop back on and see what the hell's going on. Anyway, I'm out of here. Alright, so finally got this thing out of the van, put it on my hand truck because it's too tall to put on this old stand that I just built with small outboards. So what I'm going to do is pull the gear case off, then I can get it on there. And really kind of doing things bass-ackwards here. Because my 55 that's going to go on the Starcraft when it's ready is still in my storage unit. But here's the real deal. What I'd like to do is see if I can fit this trim on my 55. I don't know. It's pretty. It might even fit on my damn 40. So I need to do some homework and see. So far, I'm missing this cover piece right here that goes in the front. That's on eBay. The latch for the hood, that's on eBay. The proper wiring harness for the trim, that's on eBay. What else? That's all I can think of right offhand. Now, one thing I did notice that it's loose, you know, got a little clunka in here, and you know, which would be these damn bushings. So I haven't checked it because I, you know, just pulled it out of the van, threw it on here, strapped it down, and I may have already said, look how loose this is. This is what I was going to say. I was hoping that things are just loose, needs to be tightened up. But pull the gear case off, then I can get it on there. I think I already said that. Anyway, this thing looks to be in pretty good shape other than dirty. And I'm going to try probably just do a quick flip on it, I think. Get it on the stand, fire it up, and quick turnaround flip. But if I can get this to go on my 55, maybe a plan. This motor's gonna be worth more with that tilt and trim though. So that is what I'm thinking right now, is quick flip, bang bang boom. I don't know, like I said, playing this by ear right now. See what's gonna happen next. Okay, so got to do a little homework here, like I was saying. This is the 87 40 horse parts list. The pivot shaft and arm, number 29, 395.34, long shaft 395.35. So clicky wiki over here to the 55 horse 1978 395.34, long shaft 395.35. So it will fit. So that tilt and trim will fit on that 55. Big teardown, 2 motors. But I think I'm going to go for it, because the 55 will be even worth more with the tilt and trim on it. It's just going to be so much extra weight added to the boat. But like I said, once again, playing this by ear, but it sure would be nice to have, you know, instead of screwing around with that frickin' trim pin all the time. You know, you still don't get a perfect trim with that pin. And here again, this is the 78 55. And then here's the 87 40. I mean, the parts are practically identical. This cover plate appears to be the same, 64. I mean, it's amazing. And you know, 10 years, nothing had changed on these motors, basically. You know, if I do the swap, then I'll just take all this crap off the 78 and put it on the 70 or on the 87. So, you know, it'll still have mounting and steering and all that. So it's just, you know, pretty easy swap. It's just time consuming. So might have a plan, Stan. I'm even wondering too. Let's check this out. Let's go 38, 56, 63 on the 78. Oops, there you go, 38. Gasket to power head. Alright, let's see what we got here on the 87. 38. It's all the same part numbers, or all the same, you know, schematic. So right here, 326 468. 321 510. Oh, right here, 326 468. So even the power heads can be swapped out. Wow, same power head. Now that 55, 150 compression, from the guy I got it from, he used his compression tester. Let's check carbs. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Because that's what, you know, they kept these motors the same. The only difference was carburetors. You know, different size jets, orifices, if you want to call it that. So let's see what we got here. Carburetor on the 78, carburetor on the 87. Man, I might just do a little swap-a-rooney here. I could do just a carb swap-a-rooney. Here we go. Carb assembly lower. 40, 40, 40 not shown. 35. Nah, I don't know. Now see the old 78. A little bit different, but I don't mean much, you know. Not a big deal. You know, the other thing that changes too is it could be the exact same carb, just the linkage starts to change around, so that changes the part numbers around. On the 87, you're looking at primer, electric primer. Where on the 78, you're looking at old school chokes with a primer that opens and closes the choke, which is electric also. Let's see for what the orifice is. So in the bowl, orifice number 19. In the bowl, orifice number 35. Let's go down 35. Orifice plug 54D. 1987. Orifice plug 50D. 50 models. 3540 models. 38D for 3540 electric model. What the hell is it? Electric start or electric choke? I don't know what the hell it's talking about. I know they're not going to match. I'm just trying to see. So we got 50D here and 54D here. So boom, you know, that's your difference. So that would be the basic swap, I'm going to guess. I mean, there's a little bit more to it than that, but let me put it this way. 1983, 25 horse on my jumbo with a 1971 35 horse carb, and it rips. You know, there's a section, I believe, in the iBoats forums, and Cody Bass has been on that. He's on there talking with these guys, and that's all they do is take these 80 model 25 horses and jack them up with the 30-35 carbs, and that's all they do. So it may not be a big deal. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. So it might be more here than meets the eye. Now I've got a little bit more money in the 40 than I do in the 55. I'll have to do some more homework and see what's going on. I like both motors, but if I don't have to tear them apart, if I can just get a little more power out of that 40, bing bang boom baby. Like I said, it's a little more homework, so I'll have to check that out.
You know the channel. Don't forget to subscribe.